What's going on, everybody? Papa Gord's back again, and this time we're getting into new Black Series stuff today. And for the next couple of reviews, actually. So, let's just get into it right away. I'll show you what I have in here, but we're not going to do these today. These will definitely be up and coming for sure. But we've got Echo. We got Echo, finally, the last member of the Bad Batch team. In some people's eyes, or Omega, the other last member of the Bad Batch team in some other people's eyes. So, Mr. B, big kisses for you, my friend. These will be coming soon. So I'm just going to put those to the side. And I guess not a massive thank you, but thanks Amazon.com for sending me the client, which of course he's already out of the box. But number 20, that, if I had hair, that would have blown my hair back to go, ever since we've changed to this new packaging style, we're up to 20 releases just for Mandalorian alone, which I think primarily are all here. Plus I've also dropped in a few others that I think do belong in here as well. So yes, this is definitely a packed shelf, which means we need to start redoing the shelves again. And I haven't even finished this the last time. But 20, that's insane. I think that's probably the most figures in one particular Star Wars property so far. So again, right there, that's insane. But let's just get into it. Now, before we actually look at the figure, I want to look at the accessories, because I'm already upset with this with this already. So first off, you get 2 stacks of Beskar. Now, I zoomed in with my camera on my phone to see if they might have the Imperial marks on them. One looks like it does, and the other one's got a mark as well. I don't even think that'll show up, but you might be able to see in the top corner there. There's a little mark, and there's one over here. So when I zoomed in, one looks sort of like an Imperial symbol, and the other is the number 6. So I don't really know what's up with that. But again, nothing wrong with having a couple more stacks of Beskar. So we got 2 of those. We got another little tracking fob, which never hurts to have more than one of these or a few of these, because these are what carpets love to eat, or sometimes kitty cats. So that's always a great little thing to have as well. And then we have our first official Black Series Cam Tono. So now we need a Wilro hood. And I'm just going to put it out there on Front Street right now. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But why could I see us getting a Wilro hood with one of these before we get a Lobot? I just want to put it out there, because now it's going to be on video forever, or whatever this is called. So we have a Cam Tono. Not too bad. No real major detail painting on here as well. I do have part of it open, but there's like no dirt, whatever. This is like brand new Cam Tono going on here. There you go there. Little spot for a handle. And yeah, it was great. I was like, ooh, it opens up. That's awesome. So I was popping the parts down. 1, 2, and obviously you can see here is door number 3, or hatch, or compartment number, whatever. Right out of the package, broken. So they have done something weird where they have gone and used this soft plastic as a hinge. So I don't know how long these are going to hold up. I'm going to have to glue this one into place, and this will never come off again. And I'm annoyed about that, but whatever. I really think they could have done slightly different. David C. sent me a couple of Cam Tonos that it rigs up that you can twist the top, and that releases the catch, and all 3 of the panels drop down because they're all on hinges. Hasbro, seriously, I was super excited for this. I don't mind the client, but this is really what I was super stoked to get finally. And it's broken. But the Beskar, it does fit in And I mean, how are you supposed to show it off in your display if you want to show it off in your display when... So for me, I can fit it in the spot where it is and it won't come out. So I may not have to glue it after all, but that's just disappointing. That's poor quality control right there, Hasbro. So there could have been a little bit more thought process put into this, I think, myself. But anyways, let's just get on with the actual figure. And here he is, the client, portrayed by director and actor Werner Herzog. I think I said that right. And I think overall, what we saw on The Mandalorian, I think is represented quite well in 6-inch plastic form. There is some reuse, what I could tell right off the bat, and that would be the legs belong to our near and dear friend, General Lando Calrissian. And the rest of it, I couldn't figure out. I kind of think the arms might be from something else just because there's like raised spots that look like it could have been repainted from something different, but I'm not overly sure. Now, this is going to sound weird, but as I was messing around with the figure and trying out the articulation and what have you, I tapped him in the crotch. And I don't think this is going to come across as much as I would like it to, but it's very... it's not going to do it. It's very hollow, so tap the crotch. If you have this guy, he's got a really hollow crotch because it reminds me a lot of the old 80s G.I. Joe figures with the O-ring because he's got no ab crunch whatsoever. He's just got a slight twist at the waist, and that is all he has. So there's nothing in here. I went and actually started tapping the crotches of a lot of my figures, and they're all solid. He's got a hollow crotch. So hashtag tap the crotch. I don't know that. No, we don't want that to trend, but that would be kind of funny. But anyways, so that's a gripe I kind of have. You've given us Hasbro, seriously, you've given us other figures that wear either like a coat or something else that does hinder the articulation of a figure, but you still seem to give us the ab crunch, but we don't get an ab crunch on this one. And that's a little sad. I don't know if maybe because we got the Camptono, some Beskar bars, another key fob. He does come with this really awesome I came in first place for being the client medal, but maybe that's where the extra stuff went, into the accessories and not necessarily the figure. I think the head sculpt is done really, really well. It's not as wet and shiny as a lot of the newer face prints that we've been getting as of late, which is awesome. He does have a little bald spot in the back, and I hate to say it, but it doesn't kind of match here. It's almost like whenever we get the archive releases and they just update the face and then they plunk it back on the same body, and the skin tone from the neck doesn't quite match with the head now. And I think it's kind of the same thing. This looks very fleshy, that looks very painty. And even the kind of the hair, you get even just a slight wash would kind of help that out a little bit too. But whichever. So this is what you get, all in brown, rocking some black boots. There's a little belt buckle going on right here, which that looks very Imperial as well. So maybe that was used from something else. So definite reuse for sure, but hey, we all know we can't get brand new 100% sculpted figures all the time, or these would cost far more than what they're costing us already, or we'll just never see them in the lineup ever. But it's the new stuff that they've been doing with the head, where it's kind of that double dumbbell, so it's like the neck pops onto a ball joint, and then there's another ball joint that runs into the head, so you get a lot more movement, a lot more waggle side to side, and that's pretty good. He can't really look super down, like that's about it. And same with up, you can get some more of the up. Like I said, there's nothing in the middle. You can't do a damn thing with them. Single joints again on the elbows here, so you get basically 90 degrees. It's the new legs as well, and because it's General Lando, you get the single jointed knee, and that's fine as well. I don't really, that doesn't bother me in the least. His little chain bit, you can actually unpeg, like so. So I'm assuming that means you could probably, yeah, you could slip this sucker off if you really wanted to. I'm not going to do that either, so yeah, so there's that. I kind of dig the detailing on the coat with, you know, you get the straps running down on here as well. And for what he is meant to be, I think this is a good representation. A little disappointed with the midsection on this figure. Really disappointed with the quality issues of the Camtono. I don't know, guys. You let me know down in the comments what you thought. If you already have him, which I know some of my American friends and maybe some of my overseas pals have already. I don't know if anybody up in Canada has or has started getting any of Wave 32 in as of yet. I'm up to 3 out of 5. Mr. B, thank you so much. I can't wait to crack these open. And I got a sneaking suspicion, as much as I didn't want this figure, I think she's gonna grow on me. So anyways, guys, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. I knocked the box on the floor. We'll catch you next time. Later, Ray.